Hello everyone, this is Mr. Katyusha, and today I have another video. Today I have a 3v3 multiplayer online battle, and I am playing as the Rhineland. As you can see, I got my 8.2 for NTW3 working, if anyone wants to play. But I'm going to be making a lot more NTW3 videos. I already have some replays to show, so everything's ready. Everything's pretty good. I was really excited when I got it working, so that's good. I'm playing as the Rhine, and I never really played the Rhine before, so it was really fun, and they're really interesting, so this battle is pretty good, action-packed. So we have France, usual, 1806, the Imperial Guard, and I believe Prussia, over here, 1813, and I don't really see any of the other generals, so Prussia 1806, so two different time periods here. I think there might be two Prussian 1813s, I'm not sure. Oh, and we have another Prussian 1806, so two 1806 Prussias and one 1813, so bit of a weird time thing there, but whatever. France has his artillery on pretty much a perfect position. There's not really any way Cav can charge up the front, only the sides, but he's got that covered by a lot of good Cav. It's pretty light, but gets the job done. So, should be starting to fire soon with his horse artillery's 8-pounder, which is a pretty good unit. Getting quite a few good hits there on these Dragoons here, which are C5, so good to take out as much Cav and big units as you can early on. Now, my job was to take the town and kind of hold this flank, so we'll see how that goes. I do have some Cav here, which I used to not bring Cav, like, way before I started playing this mod, because in vanilla Cav doesn't do too good. But in this mod, Cav is amazing. You can break a whole flank, which will be needed. So Katyusha fall from Nassau here, which might be the German NASA, so it might be said differently, I'm not sure. Whatever. I have some troops from Mecklenburg there, some Hessian troops here. Most of my troops are from Saxony, because they have the most selection, the biggest selection and the most troops, but I do have quite a few troops from Baden there as well, which I'm not sure what that is, but most of this stuff is obviously just German areas and towns and stuff like that. Berg there. So some good units here. Now I do have my Cav is pretty light. Now this is one of the heaviest Cavs in the game, though it's a really small unit. C1 is the heaviest Cav you can possibly get. I have some troops from Mecklenburg here, which I think I redid my army, but the first time I think I had some troops from Frankfurt. It's a much smaller unit, but I'll take whatever I can get. Now, this is really starting to worry me in the early battle. 146 cuirassiers here, C3. Really big unit, really heavy, and that's going to be a problem. Also some Cav around the flank, so even 2 units of Cav, I'll still be outnumbered by his, pretty sure, math-wise. Numbers will be close, but I'll still be outnumbered, and my Cav is a lot lighter, so it's going to be tricky. Now, I don't really have any problem with the Imperial Guard. A lot of elite units, the highest troops. The only thing is that their units are really expensive, and usually when players play, the only good units you can bring that are worth good fighting, I guess, whatever, are these June Guards, and they are really expensive. So you can see here he only has about 6 units of line infantry, and or maybe 7, and he has some more, probably, maybe not, some skirmishers there. So this is not very good, having such an outnumbered force as your center, but we'll see what he does. Good artillery though, so hopefully Cav and all of that will make up for it, so we'll see. I'm not hating on him, but being outnumbered that much is not always a good thing. Some troops from Oldenburg. I love their flag from Oldenburg, even though you can't see it, I'm sure, if you know what it looks like.
This building has fallen
So
to the enemy.
now I was sloppy and forgot to put units in there. Now, early game, I do take this front part of town, so I send units around just to make sure I secure the house. Now, already off the bat, I see that there are musketeers marching in my flank. There are elites marching from the front, and Landwehr, of course, the good old militia, marching up there. It's got Blucher in the battle, so this will be interesting. I'm already starting to lose morale from my poor Oldenburg unit, and they are an L4, so I think all the units are here except for the one from Saxony. Sending in an L3 here, so firing in the flank, but the guys can't really shoot very well, so they're running, they're retreating, and that's not good, so I'm going to get my troops out of there. Now, we did kill about 20 guys, but it's not worth it to stay there. I'm just going to lose some good, valuable units, so I'm going to fall them back. Some of my grenadiers up here like this unit a lot, even though their numbers are a little bit lower. It still brought them because they needed some grenadiers, and they looked cool, which is my flaw. I like armies that look cool, but might not always be the best. So, as long as I can work with it, whatever. Some grenadiers here. Another cool looking unit, like the old guard of the Rhine. That's like kind of similar. So this is my most elite grenadier unit, 149, really good unit. So moving them up there, some troops from Saxony. So good infantry on this flank, L2s and a G1. My RD is setting up, but they set up like sideways, I guess, which I didn't intend for. I meant to set them up this way. I must have like done it weirdly. So they can't really shoot that far unless I make them shoot, like unless I like manually click like in front of a unit and make them fire on the ground into the dirt instead of the troops, which will just damage, but it's not what I'd like as much. Moving up some line infantry there, some more line infantry. Prince Maximilian and Prince Clemens up there. So I'm gonna hold this small choke here through the city, hold these small areas. I have a unit back here. We'll probably move them up over there, or it looks like I'm just gonna have one unit there. So this flank already is not looking good. I think there might be 2 armies advancing into my flank, which is something I don't need because I am the only, I'm one of the 9 factions on my team. There's the 2 others are 10, so not that that means anything, but it's going to be harder to face off against 2 10 factions. Back here, Prussia doesn't really have, as we can see, doesn't really have that much protection for his artillery, which are 12 pounders, pretty good units.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
My god, this is a war. You can't rest. These boys are lazy. So anyway, not really protected. Most of his cav is worried up there. So if France gets lucky here, which it doesn't seem like his cav is hidden, he moves them through this orchard here, pushes them out, should be able to take out this cav and kill the artillery, which is going to be really vital for winning here. Now, this sucks because only one of the Prussia, which is the 9, is going against the Imperial Guard, which might be better for them because I believe they have a lot less troops, and the France up here is still waiting. Holding this hill is a really smart position, really smart idea, not position. His artillery Pied de 12 pounder, not great with my French, is up here on the hill. So a good unit, hopefully we don't lose them, and 8 pounder down there, which is pretty good, some horse artillery. Now they are taking hits from the artillery over there, but should be able to take them out with cav eventually, and hopefully. Now this flank, Prussia isn't quite pushing through yet, holding back a little bit, I guess. They still have a lot of troops in reserve back here, so I'm not sure what they're doing with that. But a lot of troops on this flank, a lot of cav, which my main worry is the cav. If they were just infantry, I mean, I'd still be a little worried, but this is really bad with all this cav here. And his skirmishers get annoying after a while. So, my cannons are firing like sideways, so doing some good damage. And I believe my canister does some good, has some good shots too, so hopefully that'll go okay. There's cannons here next to a unit of grenadiers. Pretty cool unit. So moving up a lot of troops here. I'm outnumbered, obviously. I guess anyone can see that. Some Cheshires here, Chevrolet here. So not very good units. C7 over here. I mean, they're not horrible, but the C8 we could beat, but this big unit of cuirassiers there is not going to be anything easy. And there's another unit of cuirassiers, which does not help at all. So really not good. Now at this point, it's not looking really good. It's not looking too good at all. Prussia's pushing my flank, and the 9-pointer Prussia is still pushing into the Imperial Guard here, but they don't have enough men, and the 9 could probably push through these troops, though I have enough men here to hold this area. I'm getting some friendly fire, so I'm gonna push back my... Actually, it looks like I do have my skirmishers from Frankfurt here. Looks like they're going for a charge. I think the VLA guard there. Pretty good unit of cav. Now at this point, it looks like he did not go for the artillery, but the cav found out, and he sent all of his cav from this area back here. He's gonna retreat them back. Now doing a smart move, pushing his Cheshires. Maybe push them over, take out the cannons maybe. If he's quick enough, he can pull this off, which is going to be really good. 2 units of cav here. It seems like he doesn't have great of a chance. With the C5 Dragoon unit there. So if he can pull this one off, it's going to be really good. Now, since he moved all of his cav over there, which one unit probably could have done okay, he's going to move his cav here up and go for the cannons. So really smart maneuvering there with the cannons, or with the cavalry. Looks like the Mamelukes here, a very light unit, has taken out the Schützen, so the skirmishers. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Holding this town is going to help me out a lot more, because I have less numbers, but my troops are bigger and fatter, so I might be able to win in melee, and I might be able to push them off through the streets, which is going to be really good. So, pretty happy this town is here. This is also one of my favorite maps. I've had quite a few good battles here, though they aren't recorded. I think they're on different versions. So, maybe if I download the right version, could show some of them off, but I don't know. That'll have to wait. You know, have fun with this mod first, or with this version. Now, France is holding off in this house. Holding off these 3 units, though, the 2 units of Fusiliers, and the Grenadiers alone probably could take them out, possibly. So, you're gonna have to be really careful there. That is our 1-pointer, I believe. We have a 2-pointer here, which I am holding. Pushing back 3 units, because I know this is probably not going to go too well. I am shooting canister, I'm pretty sure. Took out quite a few troops here, as you can see some of the friends there. Now, I'm going to be real careful here. I mean, I'm still holding on. It's not like they're decisively winning the line battle here, so I do have quite a lot more time to hold on. And I just remembered, I think one of these units had like a Hussar looking guy as their commander, so gonna have to look for that. Not right now though, we're gonna focus on the battle. Might have been a different battle, I'm not sure. Now I'm starting to wait, some of his troops are starting to drop in morale. Canister definitely doing a lot of damage here. Moving my my lighter cav from Berg, 41 troops only, back. I'm gonna put my grenadiers in the building because, I mean, that's pretty obvious. They're good in melee and good at holding a house. So as long as I can hold this area of town and this house, we might be able to pull this one off. So over here, I kind of missed it, but I mean, it was pretty obvious. French cav swooped in, took out all of the Prussian artillery here, which is really good for us. Now, they have a disadvantage in artillery. I don't think they have any, except for on my flank. Oof, there's so much going on right now. This unit of cuirassiers pushing in. Now, I do need to keep my artillery, but it looks like I'm not going to get there in time. So I react, but it might be too late. I have my cav here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really slow. with my micro, I guess. So I'm gonna charge them in here. Now these guys are not gonna stand a chance against the Cuirassiers, as long as it can do damage though. That'll be good. So it looks like the Prussians over there took the house, or are about to. Now we're about to break the Cuirassiers, which is really, really good. See the charging in. So hopefully I can just break this unit, but it looks like we're gonna get close. 2 units moving in there. Hopefully be able to take them out. It's gonna be a close one, but we really need to win. Shots from my unit behind did enough damage, but it's not gonna work there, unfortunately. Now he's pushing up Cav. I don't think he's going for a charge, but he is holding back there. I don't even know where my general is. Somewhere in here. Now, did not realize this charge. He did push in. Prussia pushed in some grenadier, or I think they're just musketeers. So the grenadiers there took out a unit of Saxon troops there. Still holding the town. A lot's going on at this point, though. Now I fall back. I've lost. They still have artillery, and behind the buildings I should have a lot more cover. Looks like we did kill the Prussian general. So this battle is starting to flop around, like sideways. We have broken a lot of the Prussian troops on the flank, so a great job by the Imperial Guard there. This 1806 French player, realizes that there's no reason in guarding this over anymore. Can't speak right, so he's moving his troops over here to the flank to help out, take them out. Now I have 4 units here, so this is really going to be a very big challenge. Prussia already has some troops in the town over there, so not going good. Now Prussia is focusing on the house, which isn't necessarily super important. I mean, it's good to take the house. It's our biggest pointer. I think the most points you get. So that's pretty much our HQ point here. So if they take it, that's important. But I don't think you need this many units. You could have sent some more troops in. Could have wiped out this flank, and this battle would have been a lot closer. But the Imperial Guard alone taking out this 9 Prussia, which they were 9-pointer, so it was a bit hard for them. But taking them out here, so doing a really good job, and this will win us the battle. Winning right here, winning in the north will really help, as long as I can hold. I think this is actually not, this is the southern town, technically, if you're looking that way. But really it's like western town, that's like eastern. But deployment-wise, whatever. So, I do still have my cav. I might go in for a charge for the artillery, which I think fails. I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't even really remember. So, at this point, as long as I can do damage to the Prussians here, I'll be a little happy, but I don't know. Now, I am killing a lot of troops here, or not a lot, but I'm killing quite a few. So, here's the artillery just shooting a bunch of dirt, so good for us that they can't hit our troops. I've fallen back to the city. We've lost the cathedral, but it's not really a point, but it's the biggest building in the city. In the town, I guess. So, as long as he can hold off against these Prussians, this battle might be okay, as long as he can hold on. My Cheshires there, not going to last very long at all against the Hussars. But might be able to do some damage, at least.
Our men are running, sir.
So, my unit starts to run. My line of infantry running back over here. Now, I've been holding on, helping out the Imperial Guard over here, just with a few units of skirmishers, but still doing damage to the Prussians here, about to break. On the other flank, though, it's still going pretty badly. So, I'm not too sure. At this point, I got really worried, but then I saw the north and that we were winning, or the east, whatever you want to call it. Just easier looking this way. So, in that part of town up there, winning that flank, which is really good. So we're going to come back down here and hopefully kill the rest of the Prussians, but right now it's looking pretty good for us, but I don't know. It's gonna be really tough. Poor guy got shot in the face. Only man in his unit to die so far. I don't know who's dying. That was weird. So, moving in these 3 units of infantry to hold off against their 3. So that way they can't rush through this town. Kind of hold this section over here. So half the town is the Prussians, half the town is mine. So can the Rhine hold on is the question. Can we hold on long enough just for the French to help out and hopefully win this battle? We'll see. So really intense here, really cool. So we'll see what's going to go down here. The French going for a charge here might be able to break the last of the musketeers in the north, but I'm not sure. Should bring in more units though, so I don't know. French breaking the rest of the Prussians over here. Looks like he might send in some cuirassiers soon. Maybe not. But we need some of these troops up here to win and come around the flank here. So it looks like my Frankfurt Jaegers here shooting in the flank, killing some of these troops here. This is a pretty cool fight. The game doesn't like it when I zoom in, so I don't know. Notice the people here getting off tons of shots. Nice cracking noise. Now I'm holding the city fairly well, just long enough, but some of my units are starting to waver here. My boys from Oldenburg are still here, which is pretty good. But I don't know, they're in L4, so not much we can do. We are getting a lot of shots off. They've come into close proximity here, so maybe I'll go for a charge. Again, don't want to spoil anything. So I again don't really remember. Moving my general into the town, even though he doesn't have any stars, so just chose a chief general. So charging in my troops here. Yeah, not the best choice, but trying to save some time. I guess it would have worked better. Moving in some troops from Baden here.
Sir, our general is under attack.
So yeah, my general taking some fire there, but whatever. It's charging in that poor unit, just holding on a little bit longer so that way 2 units can push in, or just 1. I'm gonna fall back here, holding off smaller and smaller sections, but the French have come and hopefully will help out a little bit. French taking out the cav there, very heavy unit, or no, never mind, sorry. Some C8 here, might lose to the C8, but they should be able to take him out. They outnumber him, so all is going pretty well right now. I mean, my poor guys are getting chewed up by Prussian light infantry, but the French are going in for a charge here, taking out a lot of the Prussians, so really good. My troops over here still fighting off the Prussian troops. Now I've broken this unit up for Heinrich. It looks like they're going to go into a square, which is not really smart. Maybe there was some cav. No, there's not. So in melee, squares do really bad against infantry charging in. They do good against cav, obviously, but really bad against line. Charges or just shooting. Some of my Saxon grenadiers here. So all that's left of my army is really just a lot of Saxons. Some troops from Nassau there. Some Germans. Which I guess everyone's German in my army. They should be. I mean, there might be some troops from, I guess, maybe like the Dutch. I don't know. But whatever. So French are moving up here. They're forming a square. Got to protect Bonnie here. They are getting friendly fire here, which I don't know if it's the best choice. Should possibly be able to beat this unit of cuirassiers here. Looks like these boys are starting to rout the Prussians. So that's going really good over there. Now, I went in for a charge here. Now my grenadiers getting in there. Getting their hands dirty. About to break some of these Prussian troops, so that charge there might be able to help my army cling on for dear life. It looks like some line infantry, some Prince August here, pushing through. My grenadiers still fighting. Now if I can break these 3 units here, or even the 4 or 5, I might be able to actually win this battle, so... I thought he was about to get some point-blank fire there. French still holding off in this part of the city, holding on. I do have a unit of some Nassau troops here, going in for a charge, because why not? Should be able to clean up some of these troops. So going for a charge all over the city, pushing in my line infantry here. Prince August really helping out that charge there, this unit here. So, that was pretty amazing. Charged in my units of even light infantry getting into the fray there. The French to the south, I guess, taking out the rest of the Prussians here, doing a really good job. Now my troops pushing through the city, forming a line. I did move in some Saxon troops to deal with the musketeers. Now, if I'm able to actually take this house, which probably won't happen, that'd be amazing, but doesn't look like it'll happen, maybe. So we do outnumber them. If I took the house, that'd be pretty cool. But they just send more troops in, so as long as I can do damage to the unit. Yeah, so they broke my troops there.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest.
So my troops forming up there. 3 units here against their 2 should be able to win this battle. Musketeers there. More of my troops forming up here. The old site where my cav had a last stand against their cav. I guess kind of a first stand. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. The Brave here going for a charge against the Grenadiers, but will it be as successful as mine? Will they be able to push through here and take back the point? We'll see. Yeah, I don't think they'll do too good against Grenadier unit there, even though these are, well, they're just line infantry, and they don't have many troops. But the morale is so bad for Prussia at this point that might be able to kill them. But I don't know. I'm sending in my troops now. I'm going for a charge. My boys are thirsty for blood. Now that's a sighting unit of line infantry taking out a unit of Grenadiers there. But, I mean, they were already wounded, so whatever. Will I be the first to take the house? Will I take the house even? Which should be the question. I was getting friendly fire here, so his skirmishers, I think, might be in light infantry behavior.
Our men are running.
I don't know. Now, one of my units broke, but went for another charge, breaking through the Prussians once again, out through their flank. Going for another charge. These Grenadiers here should be able to deal with the Fusiliers. I don't know, if I can win here I can get around the flank, but he does have artillery up there. It's not really fun. 57 to 57.
Our men are running.
Really close there, but my troops had endured a lot through this battle. Now I'm charging in another unit. Actually, oh, okay, so we actually ended up breaking that unit, which is really, really good. My troops aligned with the French here. It's an honor to be fighting by them. It looks like they are getting friendly fire here, which is really not going to help their line. I don't even know if they even have a line anymore. So at the end of the battle, this is pretty much the most troops I've ever had at the end of the battle, like 3 units, which is kind of sad. I have more than that, a little bit more, but it's like 5 units overall. So, whatever. I have some light infantry marching up, ready for some more blood. with their bayonets on, which is kind of interesting for a light infantry unit. The French are literally just standing right behind the cannons, which is kind of creepy, weird. So I'm not waiting here for a charge. I'm going straight in. I don't care what the French do at this point. They're lining up on this road. I'm going right in. Almost got friendly fire there. So this is pretty much all that is left of the army. It looks like we might have taken out the troops in the farmhouse, I think. So this wasn't the longest battle. I mean, I've had a lot longer, as you've seen on my channel, but we'll see. So there goes in the first unit of line infantry, and my very brave Baden Grenadiers, or light infantry, going in as well here. Looks like we're about to break them. Rhineland, are they the true heroes of this battle?
The buildings up.
I don't know, but the French did a great part, so I probably would have lost the flank without the French. Really helped in the north, but overall I held on, so I'm pretty proud of myself. But I'm not gonna brag or anything, you know. But whatever. It was a little chaotic, crazy in the beginning. Now I was thinking if I was the Prussian player, I'd be really angry. I mean, they had me there, but French just doing a great job in the north there and coming down, which was really hard to deal with. They thought they had me, but you never have the Rhine, scattered everywhere, ready for a battle. So that should be the fight after we break this last stubborn unit here. Some troops from Gnostic still here. I'm very surprised. I love that sound of the gun battle, the smoke. So this was a great battle. One of my greatest victories. I guess it's more like trying to retreat and survive in a city, so it's more survival than actual fighting. But whatever, it's still really fun. My top unit of kills, Prince August there, charging in, helping out. Of course, some Grenadier units getting in there, and my Baden light infantry there. So Grenadiers, all of them doing a great battle. Even my guys from Oldenburg got. Okay, they only got 48 kills. Let's not look at that. My general obviously didn't really get many kills at all. So good kills for these units up here. So pretty good. So these factions, it looks like they were actually playing. Maybe I made a mistake. I think he's playing as a .11 faction, and I played as a 9. And I'm not sure, but either way, I deployed the most, lost the most, and killed the least. I mean, these two down here, but they did take a lot of losses. Didn't really kill many, but it was hard, and it was kind of split between them. So whatever, it was still a really good battle. Thanks to all the players, and especially the Francis for doing a great job there. But really fun battle. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.